first lessons in Tenses Sensei. I'm Fai, your English buddy for this course. Today, we will learn about tenses dan nanti kita akan kenalan lebih dalam dengan simple present tense dan teman-temannya. So, let's make these lessons easier and more fun. Grab your notes and let's get started. Hi mates, have you ever heard about tenses? Apa sih tenses itu? Okay, but before I tell you about the definitions of tenses, can you notice the sentences beside me? Okay, I watch movie, I watch movies, I will watch movie. All these sentences has the similar meaning. Saya menonton film. Tapi, apakah kalian sadar kalau ada suatu perbedaan di antaranya? Yap, yang berubah adalah kata kerjanya. From watch to watch and will watch. Dalam bahasa Inggris, kita menyebut kata kerja ini dengan sebutan verb. Nah, perubahan bentuk kata kerja ini tergantung dengan kapan aksi itu terjadi. Di masa lalu, masa sekarang, atau bisa di masa depan. Dan inilah yang kita sebut dengan tenses. So, tenses are any of the forms of a verb which show the time at which an action happened. Bentuk kata kerja yang menunjukkan waktu terjadinya suatu tindakan. Anyways, tenses are always related to the three time zones: past, present, and future. Past itu masa lalu, when you were born, when you were in a primary school. How about present, masa sekarang, when you are watching this learning video. How about future, masa yang akan datang, when you will be a student in university. Okay, but wait, when we talk about time zones in tenses, they also have the time zone aspect. There are simple, continuous or progressive, perfect, and perfect continuous. Jadi banyaknya tenses itu seperti ini. Wow, banyak banget ya. And it looks complicated, but you have to be calm because we will learn it together. And in this course, we will just focus on 5 learning tenses: simple present, present continuous, present perfect, simple past, and simple future. So, let's start from the first tenses. It's simple present. So, simple present tense is one of the most commonly used tenses in everyday life. Jadi kayak sering dipakai simple present ini. And it related to the present activity. How about the functions of simple present tense? First, general truth, fakta umum, habit, kebiasaan, fixed schedule, jadwal tetap, instruction and direction, instruksi dan arahan. For general truth atau fakta itu, contohnya the sun rises in the east. Gak mungkin kan kalau mataharinya terbit dari barat, serem dong. Habit, it's something that we usually do every day. Eat, drink, waking up, take a walk. How about fixed schedule? For example, in an aeroplane, in a stations, in the classroom, because the schedule is fixed, we use simple present tense. Example, the class starts at 7 a.m. And how about instruction and direction? Commonly sentences usually use simple present tense. The examples: open the doors. He walked from 200 meters, then turn left. Okay, did you get it? So now we are going to talk about the patterns in simple present tense. There are 3 patterns: positive, negative, and interrogative. Positive, subject plus verb 1, add s or es for he, she, it plus object. Negative, subject plus do not or does not plus verb 1 plus object. Interrogative, do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus object. It's for yes no question, okay? Okay, so let's focus on the first patterns, positive sentence. If the subject are he, she, it, the verb must use s or es at the end of the verb. Example, he plays, she watches. Okay, so if the subject are I, you, we, they, just use the past verb. Example, I eat, you eat, we go, they go. How? It's so simple, isn't it? That's why it's called simple present. But Miss, I can understand about S or ES in the first one if the subject use he, she, or it. Oke, sekarang kita akan ngobrolin tentang penggunaan S atau ES di akhir verb. Penambahan S or ES di akhir verb itu digunakan hanya untuk kalimat positif dengan subjek he, she, it. If there are verbs with ending ss, sh, ch, x, dan o, itu biasanya ditambahin ending es. Contohnya ada miss jadi misses, kiss jadi kisses, teach jadi teaches, watch jadi watches, mix jadi mixes, go jadi goes. Nah, kalau verbnya itu gak ada akhiran seperti kayak tadi, kita tinggal tambahin s aja di belakangnya. Kalau subjeknya he, she, it. Contohnya run jadi runs, take jadi takes, walk jadi walks. But specifically for Y ending there are two rules. Jadi untuk ending yang ada huruf Y-nya itu ada dua peraturan. Yang pertama ketika Y-nya bertemu huruf konsonan di awalnya. Jadi kita harus merubah huruf Y menjadi I dulu, kemudian ditambahin ES. Contohnya cry jadi cries, study jadi studies. Kemudian ada Y yang bertemu dengan vowel di depannya. Kita tinggal nambahin S aja. Contohnya tadi ada play jadi plays. It's a simple things. So now we move on the negative patterns. Subject do, not, or does not plus verb 1 plus object. Jadi kalau subjeknya itu I, you, we, they, itu pakainya do. Kalau subjeknya he, she, it pakainya does. Contohnya I don't like pineapple. He doesn't like pineapples. Okay? And anyways, you have to remember when you meet do's family, I mean do or does, you are not allowed to put s or es in the verb because it's the pattern of it. Jadi ketika kalian bertemu do atau does, nanti verb yang awalnya ada tambahan s atau is-nya diganti jadi base verb ya. Jadi kembali ke verb 1 asli tanpa ada tambahan s atau is. And the last is interrogative patterns, kalimat pertanyaan. Jadi kalau kalimat pertanyaan yang ini untuk menjawab yes atau no aja ya. Do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus object. Okay, you are still remember, right? If the subject I, you, we, they, you use do. If the subject he, she, it, you use does. So let's make the example. I will give you the positive sentence. She study English. I mean, she studies English. If you change to interrogative, okay, does she study English? Good job. Jay, you've already learned about simple present tense with me. How was it? Is it great? Remember, simple present tense is used to express habit, facts, or event that happen regularly. So don't forget about the formula 2. Subject plus verb 1 s or es plus object. So if you are still confused, You can repeat this video or immediately try the practice questions that I prepared in the end of the video. The more you practice, the better you get. Okay, that is from me. See you to the next video. Keep up the good work and see you soon. Bye bye.